What's going on, guys? T-Mart here, and I bring you guys another Black Ops 2 informational video today, and this one's going to be pretty cool. So we're going to be talking about the possibility of a brand new matchmaking system in this next Call of Duty game, which has kind of been hinted at in an interview, and it sounds pretty exciting, it sounds pretty different, and it sounds like it's going to be a good thing. So I wanted to talk about it with you guys, start up a conversation, get some of your opinions, and that's what we're going to do. Now, as you can see, I do have some Black Ops 1 gameplay on the screen right now. A lot of people always ask for Black Ops gameplay on my Black Ops 2 videos, so let me know what you guys want in the future. Do you want more Black Ops? Do you want more Modern Warfare 3? Or do you want me to kind of switch off every now and then? What do you like best? But anyways, so getting into this, there was an interview with Mark Lamia. We all know him. We've seen him a lot lately. He's the studio head of Treyarch, and he said, on the multiplayer front, I think that one of the things we're paying attention to is that there's a lot of very experienced COD multiplayer gamers who are very good at prestiging. They want to play and compete with people and to find and play with their friends more easily. We're listening to that. So there you go. They're listening to us. We want more ways to compete and have games be closer and stuff, and we also want more ways to play with our friends and make matchmaking and parties and, you know, that whole system easier. So he goes on more in depth. He says, we also hear from people who aren't as adept or as skilled in multiplayer that they'd like to be able to compete or have a way to play where it's maybe not as difficult to compete at times, so they have the chance to build up their skill sets and then they'll compete. So we're actually working to satisfy a broader range of both. So they're looking to make a way that good players can have lots of competition and less experienced players can play less competition so they can get better before they start playing the good players. What does this sound like? It sounds like a TrueSkill matchmaking system, you know, something like Halo 3 had, where if you have a lot of wins, if you have a good KD and you start ranking up and getting higher in the levels, then you play better people that are around your skill set, and then, you know, if you're less experienced, if you're just starting off in the game, it puts you with people who are less experienced so you can have a better time and you won't get raped the whole time. So this is huge. I mean, if this is actually being put in the game, this is something that people have been asking for in Call of Duty for a long time, and if it's done right, then it'll be awesome, because we'll all have closer games. There will be less blowouts, less, you know, going 40-1 or whatever, which, yeah, it's fun, but it's also fun to actually have competition and actually play against other people who are competent at the game and aren't just sitting there drooling over their controller the whole time. And, you know, this hasn't really been done in Call of Duty before. The only thing I could think of would be the veteran playlist in Black Ops, you know, where you had to be like Prestige 5 or Prestige 10 or something in order to play in it, but still, that's not TrueSkill at all. And you know, it raises the question, how are they going to do this? Because there's a million different ways that Treyarch could mark your skill or say how good you are. I mean, they could go off of KD ratio, which, you know, that's probably the first thing most people think of, but they could also go off of win-loss, or they could also go off of score per minute, which was a cool stat in Black Ops, or, you know, they could even just go off of straight up what your level is or what prestige you are, which honestly, I think that's probably what they would do. I mean, it seems like the lazy way to do it, but it would be the easiest, and it's definitely not the best way, because I mean, there are a lot of 15 prestige players who aren't very good, and a lot of guys who are incredibly good that never prestige. So, you know, I don't know how they're gonna do it. I would love for them to do like a mix of like KD, win-loss, score per minute, and maybe include the leveling in there, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But for now, it sounds like in Black Ops, you will be playing in a TrueSkill matchmaking system where you're going to be playing people of the same skill level and caliber as you, which should be interesting. You know, it should make things a lot different, especially on YouTube. There might not be as many high kill games anymore. We'll have to wait and see, but I thought it was pretty cool. Now, moving on to the last thing he said, this was even more interesting. He said that Treyarch also believes that Call of Duty is incredibly fun to play with your friends or with somebody else online, and we think that we can help people find and make that connection in-game through our matchmaking system. We want to help people do that. So what does this sound like? It sounds like eHarmony for Call of Duty players. It sounds kind of like Cup It Gaming, you know, Woody's Gamertag and Saspin Jr.'s thing, where you can search for players who are online who want to play the same game type as you and are around the same skill level, and you guys can party up and play together. It sounds like they're going to have something like that built into the game, which, I don't know, that's pretty cool. I mean, if you're online, you don't have any friends online, or you don't have any friends at all, you know, forever alone, then you could just search for some guys who want to play Demolition in with you, and you guys can party up and you can rape train all night. So, you know, I don't know. I think it sounds pretty cool, and we'll see if they implement it in there, but it sounds like there's going to be something like that when they say that they want to help people make connections in games. So, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Treyarch, the dating service, hopefully it works out well. But anyway, there you go, guys. Those are a couple of changes that might be taking place in the next Call of Duty game. It sounds like Black Ops 2 is going to have some sort of true skill ranking system where it's going to match you up with enemies who are about the same skill level, and also it sounds like there's going to be some sort of Treyarch dating service where you can search for teammates who want to play with you, and you won't be forever alone. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. I got a bunch of great videos coming soon, and if you enjoy the video, hit that like button. I really appreciate it. Team Art, baby. So I'll catch you guys later. Check out one of the other 2 videos on screen. Peace, guys.